right, welcome back. As we're bringing you the headlines this morning, and joining us in the studio is a regular, Chief Chooks Nweke. He's here with us to look at the papers and the stories that are making the headlines this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, and please do join us.
All right. As usual, we'll begin with ABS website. The trending stories on the front page on ABS website. General elections. Anambra electorate cautioned against electoral fraud.
Rescheduled elections. INEC commences redistribution of materials across Anambra State.
Nigeria electorate asked to shun money politics.
World Bank approves funds for development projects in 10 poor communities in Anambra.
Archbishop Okafor asks Nigerians to participate actively in coming elections.
And finally, INEC Chairman Yakubu reassures on conduct of rescheduled elections.
And certainly the stories making the ABS website is focused more on elections.
Naturally.
Naturally, that's what will happen. The issue of the reassurance by Yakubu and other calls on the electorate as well is dominating the headlines. What do you have about this?
As a matter of fact, that is what everybody, you and I, the electorate, everybody should be concerned about. We have lost enough in the cancelled one, and then it is expected that we will all come together, to make this one a huge success.
Okay, it's very, very important to make this a huge success. But the issue of money politics, other electoral fraud continues to come up. Do you feel that? Yes, we will have a full discussion segment on the elections, but let's just have a comment. Do you feel that the grounds for Saturday will ensure at least a reduced number of these frauds taking place with the rescheduled polls?
Yes, we have had reassurances from INEC itself, from security agencies, from government at all levels, the federal government, the state level, and the state governors, giving the assurances, and then of course cautioning their subjects on the need to stay out of crime. Yes, but will there be all these vote buying and selling? Yes. Perhaps all this cautioning will bring it to a BRSP minimum. But I do not see a situation where you would see stupid people who still go out of their way to do the...
Do you mean stupid people or hungry and poor people that are being strangulated over the years?
I don't even want to believe it's hungry people. Yes.
If you're not hungry, why will you take 2,000 naira stipend for your destiny that is going to last for the next 4 years?
Incidentally, I have seen people who collect money, and you see that these are not people who are hungry. Yes.
Really?
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Away from elections now, let's quickly look at this. World Bank approves funds for development projects in 10 poor communities in Anambra State.
Wonderful development. This is the kind of news we want to hear. Development partners coming in to take projects like that impacts on the life of the poor. That is good news, and I hope it continues.
I'm still wondering the communities that are poor in Anambra State.
All right.
Anambra is a big state.
All right. It depends on the statistics being used.
Honestly.
All right. Let's go over now to the Daily Sun. On the front page of the Daily Sun, we have February 23, sacrosanct for polls, says federal government. Again, warns international community. Imo polls called bars APC from fielding candidates in Okigwe. Buhari accuses PDP of destroying civil service. APC won't field candidates in Rivers, INEC. My government won't be run by cabal. That's coming from Atiku. Those are the major stories we have on the front page of the Daily Sun. I think it would be good if we look at this accusation coming from President Buhari, especially when it comes to the civil service. Do you also agree with him that the 16 years of the PDP destroyed the civil service? And if, what could be done to salvage that aspect of government?
Or rather, what has been done in the past 4 years to salvage it?
Well, I do know that the civil service is not what it used to be in those good old days. That I am sure. With the coming in of democracy, as a matter of fact, through the normal process of recruitment and other things to the wind. You just sometimes come into an establishment to see somebody working. When he was interviewed, when openings were advertised, you don't know. You know, before you see people come out from university, secondary schools. Yeah, there's opening here. All of them will go, and there will be interviews, and the best will be selected. Here, you don't get to hear that. You just all of a sudden hear one governor will stand up and say, "I have employed 1,000 people."
How and
how, you don't know, and you don't even get to know the people who are employed. The next thing you see, all of them, they will begin to wear the party's uniform and all that to go to work. They have politicized civil service, and if somebody says that is, but it is not PDP or APC thing. Civil service, both to the states and the federal level, so politicized that they are not functioning optimally.
What do you think can be done in a nutshell?
Of course, they know what to do. If you have let them return back to a lot of them governors and they came out. They got jobs through the normal process. You know, if there are job vacancies, let them put it open for people to go and stand in for interview. And then if you don't get employed, you know
why
yes,
you are not employed. Okay,
yes.
Well, let's look at this. Imo Post, court bars APC from fielding candidates in Okiwe. And down here, we have another one that said APC won't field candidates in River. That's coming from INEC in River State. And there's so many, and we'll know of that of Zamfara and so many of them. What actually is happening?
Again, politics. If they had done the right thing, done the proper thing to do, that is their primaries. This is a result of the primary elections conducted by the parties involved. You know, if they had done the correct things, this thing wouldn't be coming up. In the case of River State, it's a sealed thing. The Supreme Court has spoken, and that is final.
All right, let's move now to the Daily Times newspaper. On the front page of the Daily Times, beside the nameplate there, President APC, I'm twisting security, INEC to rig February 23 polls, PDP. Ballot snatching, Buratai bags Buhari on shoot at site order. Others disloyal soldiers to resign tomorrow. Withdraws escorts from retired military officers. Accuses politicians of inciting army. PDP to Buratai, don't drag military into politics. Polls, federal government orders payment of worker salaries, declares Friday work-free day. Government hijacked vehicle with 10 passengers in Rivers. Ipman denies reducing fuel price to 140 naira. 2 days to polls, INEC achieves 100% card readers configuration. Those are the major stories that we have on the front page of The Daily Times.
Daily Times, let's look at the banner headline there. Buratai backs Buhari on shoot at site order. And we very much know that some people, some analysts have started talking before now that the president may have said this out of emotions or perhaps not really considering the implication of what he is saying. That it's very obvious that the army will not carry out the order. But now, Buratai, the chief of army staff, said he's going to carry out the order. So what do you expect?
Well, for me, as a law-abiding citizen, I don't have anything to fear with that. All right? If you carry ballot box and you are in the process of carrying it, if you are shot, Gunachi, you know? No, really. If you had, for what, witnessed that process, I think you come to a polling unit and you cast your vote as a stay back to watch, and then you see some hooligans come sometimes with guns, and then, you know, carry away the ballot box.
Sorry.
Forcefully. And then you see how bad you feel. That you've just casted your vote, waiting to hear the result, and some people.
But you know at times when you talk about
that is armed robbery.
When you talk about shoot at sight,
yes,
you are not only endangering the life of the culprit, other Nigerian citizens who are there, journalists who are in the field covering the elections, and several other people are also at the danger of stray bullets. And nobody knows the definition of who commits crime at the polling booth. Anybody can be endangered to that.
Please, if you have been bought over to go and carry ballot box, and this is for all of us, we fathers, we mothers, and the youth, tell them not to. Tell them to go and carry it, that you assist them.
Mr. Nweke, we are in a democratic dispensation, yes. Mr. Nweke. The law says, the electoral law says, if you carry ballot papers, you go 2 years imprisonment, or you pay a fine of 1 million naira. So why will you dump the law and apply, how do I even put it?
A military junta.
Are we in a banana republic?
See, yes, we are in a democracy. I can understand that. But politicians are not making that democracy work.
All right.
I tell you, if you carry a situation where you carry all the boxes and there are no results and the election is cancelled, what happens again?
What happens to people, to politicians that carry billions of naira belonging to the people of Nigeria and then snatch them out? Who has shot anybody? Has anybody been shot?
Yes. That's what
they're all criminal offenses.
We will also say that if you catch anybody with carrying out house money, let them shoot. But I think the point must be made here.
Hello, so someone wants to join us. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Valentine Joseph from the line.
All right, sir.
I'm
Please.
You from Anka here.
Okay. Make your point in a nutshell.
I want to disagree with the discordants in the studio on this shoot at sight.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. If you give this kind of order, the question is, are we still in democracy? Because the Electoral Act has actually stipulated punishments for all this kind of crime. So there's no way you will say shoot at sight. What if the APC will use this as a system to make sure that they intimidate the other opponent political parties, oppositions? And when you shoot, you don't know who is very close to the person that is trying to snatch the ballots. So what you do is, if your election cannot hold at that place, then you postpone it and have a run election. You don't shoot people. You don't just. We are not in military era. So I disagree with him.
Okay,
we have laws that can actually take care of some of these things.
Thank you very much, Barrister. Let's run now to the next paper. You still make your point when I think the story will still be here. On Daily Independent, we have We are ready for Saturday's poll elections. INEC chairman insists Supreme Court has sealed APC's fate in Rivers. Says Commission has achieved 100% reconfiguration of SCRs. SCR is smart card readers. Reveals arrangement for Bayelsa, Ondo, Delta, Edo Riverine areas. 17 feared killed in fresh Benue herdsmen attack. Gunmen killed APC chairman in Imo. That's a very bad one there. Saturday's poll, federal government orders immediate payment of workers' salaries. There are other stories. There also we have ballot box snatchers obey orders or resign. Buratai tells soldiers. There are several other stories on the front page of the Daily Independent. Make your comment as you comment also on other stories there.
Well, like I was saying, I think the whole idea is to advise our youths and people who intend to carry out all those nefarious activities to have a rethink. So it is not something we will begin to waste precious time
on. Okay, let's look at Imo State.
In the past, some
APC,
governors have said it. If you come, they will kill aside. It is as a result of frustration from what people do there. So my advice is, people, if you haven't been given money to do that, stay clear.
All right, less than 48 hours to the election, gunmen kill APC chairman in Imo.
That is too bad. That is too bad. Not just
joining that one, 17 feared killed in fresh Benue herdsmen attack. Meanwhile, no herdsman has been directed to be shot aside while they attack and kill people carelessly.
Well, again, it is regrettable that we still hear killings and killings. Even before the colonial times and after then, you still hear all those killings. We heard about the waiters in the north, in the south. All these things are desperation from politicians.
All right. On the front page of the Nation newspaper, we have Army Chief. Ballot box snatchers will be dealt with. We will obey constituted authority. Kwara APC PDP in row over killings. Court fails to hear CJN's or Nongen's appeal. And other stories. And then we have Punch newspaper. On the front page of the Punch, we have only an act of God can stop Saturday's election, says INEC. Stop inciting us to disobey others, Buratai tells presidential candidates. Don't drag military into politics. PDP advises Chief of Army Staff. Imo, Lagos, Kano, missing result sheets found in Gombe, Kwara, Oyo. Suspended CJN appeals suffer further delay. Herdsmen attack Agatu community in Benue, kill 16. Those are the stories on the front page of the Punch.
Okay, let's look at this one. Don't drag military into politics. PDP advises Chief of Army Staff. We very much know that, just like we have asked earlier, the military is supposed to be part of this electoral process, because they will tell you they will not be at the polling booth, but they will be somewhere else. Otherwise, where would they see the person that have snatched the ballot paper? And the Chief of Army Staff is insisting that he's going to obey constituted order. But there is a law, an electoral law, that has said, no, this is what to be done to person or people that do this kind of a thing. So which one is more constituted? The one that is in our constitution, or the one that has just been said by the president?
The constitution is the grand law, no doubt. We know that. The constitution is the grand norm. But you see, everybody should be worried. And the army itself is worried. Yes, their responsibility is to stay at the highways, make sure people don't come into the to come and release havoc on the electorate, But again, don't also forget that the military and security agencies are part of are part of INEC. INEC has, they are working hand in hand or hand together as a team. It's not even as if somebody had called them in to come and join. Yes, they are part of INEC, even though the instruction they need to take is directly from the INEC chairman, because he's the person who brought them in as a committee. You have security or something committee, you know, that they work out with. And so that when there's a serious problem that needs the attention, somebody will immediately act, and not when they are in the barracks, you ask them to come. What I'm saying, in effect, generally, yes, they are not supposed to come in there. And you know, internally, we know that policemen there come with batons and all that. That is what they are supposed to call baton, oddly. We call them pole oddlies. Yes, but again, you know that desperate politicians live within that areas, and they have their arms just within. And the situation where you just get into your house and then bring arms and come and there's, of course, the police oddlies, all those men and women without this will all run away. So if there's need for military men that are armed and mobile policemen that are armed to come into that place to save lives and property, wouldn't they?
All right.
So we are saying yes, but they should be cautious.
All right. Thank you, Chief Chris Nweke, Public Affairs Analyst, for joining us on Newspaper Headlines for this Thursday morning edition. Darling.
Thank you very much.